Hi, welcome to this short presentation of the Cubit software from BuildSoft showing the BIM Takeoff facility. I've preloaded this estimate into our estimate sheet, and I'll now turn on the new BIM sheet option on our View tab. So we click View and hit BIM, and that turns on our new BIM Takeoff facility. What I'll also do now is I will launch the BIM Reader by going to the Data tab and choosing BIM Reader from the ribbon. Okay, so that launches the BIM Reader. Now, one of the new features allowed within Cubit is if I import a model, and I'll just go to File, Insert Plan, and I'll browse to where I have my BIM models, and I could pick any one of those models that I have available. So I'll choose that one first, and that launches in a list of all the objects with a display in the viewport of our 3D BIM model. Now, one of the new features within it is that within the Cubit, you can actually launch multiple sessions of your BIM Reader. So if you're working from multiple models, maybe you've got an architectural model being one of them, and maybe you've got like a mech and elect model being the other. So you can now launch multiple models within it, so I can pick whichever one I wish. So as you can see, I've got my second models, and I can toggle between both of them using the tab and the taskbar down the bottom. I can also, if I wanted to, I can go back to BT or back to Cubit, and we can actually work within the software now. So in the new features of BIM, in Cubit, we're now able to measure from 2D drawings or manually enter data while still running the BIM Reader section. So what I'll do first off is, as you see, as I click on items within the model, you can actually see that it's highlighting the items, and the Takeoff facility on the right is displaying the results I've got. So I can very quickly, what I'll do is I'll return, say, the wall and floor areas from this particular model. So how I do that is I'll just quickly turn off all the other results that I don't require. And then what I could do is come along, I can highlight the first one, say the floor areas. I could highlight it and say I want to display the area. So that gives me my total floor areas for the model of 374 square meters. If I want, I could actually hide other objects. So it's now only showing me the items I require. And as I said, I might also turn on the wall. So we'll come down to my walls section. I can, if I wish, expand down the walls, and I can display all the different types of walls available in the model. But I'll turn them all on. I'll say I want the wall areas again, and I've got 884 square meters there. And again, I can actually show them, so it gives me a list of the different walls in there. So you're able to pick and choose whatever you wish. And what we've also got on it is what's called the alias tool. The alias allows us to rename objects within it. So if there's something you wish to change the name of, we could highlight them and just edit the description that is returned to our BIM sheet. So what I'm able to do is I'm able to pick off the different result types that I wish, and when I want, I could actually return that to our Cubit sheet or our BIM sheet. So I'll click that. It'll ask me would I like to save what I've done. I'll just say quickly say yes to that. And as you can see, what happens over here on the right hand side, I'll just over on the right hand side on our BIM sheet, we have a breakdown of all the different types of walls that we had. So you can actually see each one. If you're returning multiple, if I went into the other one, and let's say I turn off And let's say, for example, in this one, we wanted to know what the, say, the roof areas were. Okay, so we highlight roofs, and we can just say, give me the area. Okay, so you can pick off what you need, same way with columns, whatever it be, you just highlight it, pick the result type. When you want, you can actually just go return to Cubit. And again, what that does for us, again, I'll just expand that out. As you can see, it displays both models on our BIM sheet, and if we expand it down, we can see a drop down of all the different result types that we might have brought back. Okay, so they're now linked to the model, and if I want, I'm able to drop them either. If I wanted to bring any of those items across, I could just highlight it, and I can drag it and insert it into a section on the estimate if I wish, which automatically inserts the item with the description and the quantity linked to it. Or if I want, I'm able to actually highlight the item, and I could actually drag it down to the calc sheet as well. And that allows you to be able to pick off multiple different items, to be able to drop them and generate your quantity for you. Okay, so you're able, I'm just dropping them onto the wrong one, I beg your pardon. So I'll just quickly undo that and start that one again. So I'll bring the first one to my estimate sheet, and this one I'll actually select my other item, and I'll bring the two under serious ones down. So what I'm able to do is just pick and drag. And what I've also got is I can actually measure 2D into this calc sheet as well, or I can even manually type in items if required. And you're able to still, so if there's items that you need to make manual adjustments to, whether let's say it's a deduction, you can actually manually type them in to affect the BIM model for yourself if you want. Okay, well that's just a quick short one just to show you, give you an idea how it works. I hope it helps.